How's it going, guys? It's Doc. We all know the two biggest narratives of this bull cycle is going to be AI projects and memes. And as far as I can remember, the memes that really seem to take off are super unique. They do something different. In this video, we're going to talk about SPX 6900 and how it is having an awesome day. And we're going to talk about a new project that's trying to mimic their success. And honestly, they have a pretty unique footprint of what they're doing. We'll take a look at their website and how you can buy into the pre-sale. And I'm going to give you guys my overall thoughts about it, because honestly, if you are trying to hit those 100Xs, those 500Xs, those 1000Xs, you need to get in early. But before we get started, guys, if you get any value out of this content, go ahead, hit the like button, consider subscribing so you can see more content like this, and let me know down below, where do you think SPX 6900 can go this cycle? And let me know if you guys are buying into this new token presale. Guys, we're not going to waste any time. We're going to just get right into it. SPX 6900. This has been one of the biggest memes this cycle and having an absolutely awesome day, up 13.8%. At one point, I think they were up 16 or 17%. They were at $1.32. And we've seen a really nice run up in this project over the past week or so, past month. We're trading, I guess, chopping sideways. We were at $1.73 at one point. If we take a little bit back further on the 3-month, you can say this is really double or tripled over the past couple months, right? At one point, this was 44 cents, and it really has rocketed up. So right now, we are sitting at a market cap of $1.1 billion, okay? $1.1 billion. I really like this token because almost the entire circulating supply is out. So what that means in layman's terms is you're not going to get diluted on, right? A small amount of new tokens are going to get minted. Put differently, 93% of the tokens are in circulation. So that's really reassuring of me. We're going to take a look at their website too, because I really do like this project. I've heard about the project quite a bit. I've been following them on Twitter, but I've actually never looked at their website, and I get it now. I see why they are super popular. If you look where you can buy this too, you can buy it on a ton of major centralized exchanges. And I think that's really important because as new people come into crypto, they typically start on these centralized exchanges, and they're on a lot of the big ones, right? They're on Kraken, Bybit, Gate.io, KuCoin, BitUnix. I use them quite a bit, Mexi, CoinW, amongst a ton of others, in addition to just being on Uniswap, right? Which is honestly one of the biggest decentralized exchanges. So there's a lot of places to buy this, right? So if you're not familiar with SPX 6900, it's great. This really kind of gives you the 90s vibe, those maybe not 90s, like early 2000s, right? When the internet was really taking off. They have a bunch of great memes here. Like I said, it really gives that old school vibe. I think one of my favorite memes that I saw was this George Bush one down here, right? They're really leaning into being a meme. They know that they're a meme. They're not trying to do anything other than being a meme. And I can really appreciate that, right? Yeah, I know they got some other small stuff going on, but I really like what they're doing here, right? Really like what they're doing here. And I just realized they actually burned almost 7% of their supply. So I guess honestly, that means they have 100% circulating supply, which is great. The other thing is they're on Solana too, right? They did some cross bridging via Wormhole. So this project's on a lot of different chains. They're doing a lot of really cool things. You might be asking, Doc, hey, I've never seen them on Twitter. Well, that's because their official Twitter account got suspended. So don't let that throw you. But a lot of people are talking about them, right? We talk about, how you can buy this token just about anywhere, right? No, you can't buy spot on Binance or Coinbase, but that could be coming in the real short future, right? So the other thing that I was going to mention with these guys is you see a ton of engagement with them on Twitter, right? They clearly have done something right. Anytime a meme reaches over $1 billion, things are really cooking in a lot of different ways. So as I was kind of researching this, I found another project called TOKEN6900, right? And it really is kind of a play on SPX 6900, right? In a lot of ways, they're saying that they are the rebirth of the S&P 500 without the index, without the utility, without corrupt governmental body, right? So similar to SPX 6900, but they're doing something a little bit different. So the pre-sale's going on right now. You can buy with crypto or with a credit card. They have a hard cap of $5 million USD, and the starting price will be 0.0064, right? So put differently, less than a cent, a little bit over less than 1 cent, a little bit more than half a cent. The end price is going to be 7 cents, 7/10 of a cent. So you get a little bit of discount if you go ahead and get in the pre-sale and get in the pre-sale early. Now, guys, this is a meme, so you need to know what you're doing, right? We can't give you financial advice. We're not financial advisors, but I can tell you right now, the vibe of this website really capturing those early 2000 kind of feels. It feels nostalgic. The other thing that I really like about them is they lean into being a meme, right? They kind of play into this peak brain rot kind of vibe. So like if you look up their tokenomics, it doesn't even add up to 100%, which is hilarious if you ask me, right? They say they got a vibe coding development, 15%, 40% marketing, 5% staking rewards, 10% vibe liquidity, and then 29%, 25% of does anyone have a dolphin, right? So they very much fit into this narrative of being a meme, which is great. Like I'm all for just hilarious memes like this, right? They're saying like, is token 6900 the antidote to male loneliness? Well, possibly, right? So will this token 69 me? Soon, friend. Only the future can show that token 69 is the best crypto presale to buy in 2025. So I thought this was hilarious. I thought they're doing something different. Projects like this in the past have really, really set themselves up to do well in the future. So here they are on Twitter. They're relatively brand new. Like this is a project that you would be getting in on the ground floor, right? They are at token_6900. And they kind of just jokingly say like the number one NASDAQ sock supplier. So really leaning into it. They actually just finished raising $100,000 too. So building some nice momentum. We're going to put the links down below in the description if this is a project that you're interested in. And honestly, if you're looking to get into a meme, this type of project could be something that you should consider, right? Because like we said in the beginning of the video, memes and AI, they are going to be the biggest runners of this market. So if you guys got any value out of this, consider hitting the like button, subscribe, comment down below if you guys got into the presale. And if you're interested in getting the presale, we'll put a link down below. Again, if you got any value out of this, consider subscribing. We'll see you guys on our next video.